Coach Elorm, welcome to Ghana.
Thank you.
So when did you arrive?
Yeah, I arrived last week Monday evening, and I'm loving it in Ghana. You know, there's no place like home.
We are currently at where you are lodging at Kobe Ketch Hotel. It's at, I think, yeah, Sukwamampong. Their number is 059 148 4081 or 050 457 9090. We are treating Coach Elorm very nicely and he has testified about that. I knew you as Elorm John Jingu, and now I think I've been seeing your official name on social media as Amenapo. So what's the difference?
Well, John Jingo is my father's name. My father's first name is John, and then the middle name is Jingo. So my daughter doesn't even sign Amanapo, it's sign John Jingo. So it's not a nickname. So that's my father's name, John Jingo. Actually, I've sworn affidavit, but just I've not gazetted it. Maybe in the future, I'm surely changing it to Elorm John Jingo.
Official.
Yeah.
So have you lived most of your life in the US?
No, definitely not. I've been in US just 1.5 years. Right? Yeah, so all my life is in Ghana. So I'm a Ghanaian, 100%, and everything I do is Ghanaian.
So what actually brought you back home?
Well, it's about the Junior Olympics, the Ghana Junior Olympics, about giving opportunity to the kids to play among themselves, compete, have the competition spirit. Like we know, experience is not sold in the market. It's about something that you do over and over again, and then you get used to it. That makes you very experienced. So we want these kids to take the sports, the track and field, the Ghana Junior Olympics, as they run among their age group, and then they progress. And then in the future, we want to see the likes of a lot of Azamati. We want to see a lot of Joe Paul, Rashid, Botio, James, and the likes.
When you say Junior Olympics, which disciplines would they be competing in? Soccer or handball or only athletics?
No, it's only track and field. I'm into track and field. I mean, soccer, I think football has a lot of publicity, and every media house talks about only soccer. And I feel like track and field is kind of neglected when it comes to the media space. So I must commend you for what you are doing for track and field, trying to hard to project. I mean, it's out there. So right now, when coaches in the US, type an athlete name, it directs them to your channel to have a look at the athlete. So what I am, or we are trying, myself, Benjamin Azamati, and Dr. Derek Chawe are doing is trying to give these athletes, young athletes in track and field that love track and field, the opportunity to also climb the ladder to get to the level like Benjamin Azamati and co.
So is it only coaching you've done when it comes to sports?
Well, I did a second area in handball, but I went to the university to study coaching. You know, coaching is about managing humans, like you're managing people. It's not about just going to the field to just give instruction. You understand? You have to manage the person as a whole. You know, it's off field, on the field, off the field. Like, you know, advice psychologically, you are there. Nutritionally wise, you are there. Strength and conditioning, you are there. In everything, you are there for the athlete. But I went to the university, I studied coaching, and I specialize in coaching track and field.
Why athletics for the Junior Olympics? Have you been an athlete yourself before, or you just did coaching?
Yeah, I've been an athlete. You know, let me tell you, I didn't start track and field early. I had to go to the high school before I started running. I started doing track and field. You see, and I believe that if I were to have this opportunity like the one we are bringing to the Junior Olympics right now, maybe I would have been running in that level, progressing gradually and going to the highest level. So why did I choose to study coaching? simply because when I was running, I didn't run to the level that I want to. I would have loved to run at the African Games, the World Championship, the Olympics, and all those things, but that didn't happen. But that doesn't mean that I should just stop it over there. So I put it upon myself to help people who are talented and want to take track and field to the next level.
All right, this competition you are organizing, is this something you've been doing in the US or you just came back just recently to start it?
No. I was in Ghana when we organized the first one. The first edition was in 2021. I think 1 week later that I left to the US. So it's something that we have been thinking about, something that I've been thinking about. What can I do in my own small way to help track and field development in Ghana? And mostly because of financial reasons, constraints that we couldn't do it. But 2021, Benjamin Azamati and I mean, come together, pull the string to make it happen. And today we are here to organize the second edition.
All right, I've heard of Olympics Games, which is for the top class athletes. I've heard of Diamond League. I've heard of now a World Championship. Why did you choose Junior Olympics as the name of your competition?
Well, Olympic is, you see, when you go online, you type a lot of athletes, they write their name and then put Oli, and it's, getting to the running at the Olympics game is pride. It comes with an accomplishment, so, and we have youth junior Olympics. In Jamaica, they call their own boys and girls champs. In US they call it Junior Olympics, and here we also want to call it Junior because we want the kids to aspire that in every 4 years there's an Olympics, in every 4 years there's a Youth Olympics that comes on. I think this year's own is coming on in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. So yeah, the name Olympics is unique, that someone want to aspire to be at that level at the Olympic stage.
Thank you very much. We have very good athletes who are yearning for competitions to run, senior athletes who needs to reduce that time locally in Ghana here. Why didn't you focus on the senior athletes who are almost at the top and you decided to choose the kids?
The foundation of every sport is the grassroots development. Just like a building where we are right now, if the foundation is not strong, the building will surely collapse. There's always a competition for the seniors. At least a year they have something that they do. But can you say the same of the young ones? No. It was just this year that the inter-school came back, and I want to commend the Ashanti region for organizing that big festival again. When you look at the junior high schools, it takes them every 2 years to perform at the national level. The high school, the same thing. But we say Junior Olympics is going to be something that is organized a year. Ghana Education Service, GAA and Ghana Education Service came up to organize something, I think it was in February or March. That was in March, right? March. Yeah, that was something very beautiful. Yeah, and I think the next year, Legon Creative Athletics Club is going to support, because those are the things that we want to see. We want to see kids competing for something, especially the high school kids, the junior high school kids competing for something. Look, I am coming from a community, a fishing community, that when you have about 10 kids over there going to school, it will drop out. I'm one of the lucky ones that my father understands the value of education. Even when I try to go to the beach, he will still push me back to the classroom, which I'm grateful for. So I'm one of those lucky ones that made it out through the education, and I play sports to track and field. You see, love, there were a lot of people or my age mates growing up that were very talented that I was in terms of track and field. They jump, they throw, they run, but today they couldn't make it because they didn't add the education to it. When I get back home and I see them, like, I feel so bad. You understand? And I don't want these kids that are coming up right now to face the same challenges. You understand? This competition really means a lot to me, because I feel like I'm I'm so fortunate, like, to be where I am today. And when I talk about this, it makes me kind of emotional because I know what sport I don't know where I would have been. I really don't know where I would have been today. Maybe a local fisherman somewhere. So I appreciate my dad a lot for pushing me to take the education path. Even though I was so stubborn growing up, he still pushed me. You know, at the time I feel like my dad doesn't like me. You know, but today, whatever, I've not gotten to where I want to be yet. But I think I'm on the path to be what I want to be in the future. And then thanks to sports for paving the way for me.
Feel your vibe, feel your energy. You organized the first edition of the Junior Olympics in Kumasi, right? The second two is in Kumasi. Why are you choosing Kumasi and not another region?
Well, I'm not going to miss my words. When we talk about track and field, Kumasi is a big deal. This is the hub of athletics. This is where the big festival happen. The Super Zonas and Intercore is manifestation. You know, the only region that comes close to that is Central Region. You understand? So when an investor want to come to this country and maybe I meet him, I say, hey, come to Kumasi or go to Central Region. Those are the two regions that do well when it comes to track and field. And I think other regions to learn, you have to learn from them. You know, they have to, how are they doing it? How are they able to bring all those people to the stadium? How is the stadium always packed? It's packed and everybody is singing, everybody is supporting their schools, and even sometimes our schools are not there. Even the old student, whatever they are doing, they leave it. And then I always watch the VIP stand; it's always full. Meanwhile, that's the place that they pay the highest amount to be in. You see, other regions have to learn from that. Yeah, we can always say that we don't have the money, but learning from people, and then you start in a very small way, would also come out with it. I came out with this Junior Olympics because I go online trying to find out how can we do something similar to what people are doing elsewhere, so that it gives opportunity to our kids to also run at a level like Jamaica are doing, Great Britain are doing, US are doing, and all the developing countries that are doing well in this. Jamaica is not such a big country; it's a very small country, you know. But when it comes to track and field, they are doing well. What can be done? Then I went online. I saw something that they do called Boys and Girls Champs. US does something that they call Junior Olympics. You know, so that is why all the top athletes that you see at the running for US have all run for that game before. You see, so that is what we are starting today, and I pray that everybody buys into this, especially the kids, their PE teachers, the headmasters, and most importantly, their parents buy into this so that they can make something out of it.
Right. We've witnessed the kind of work you've been doing when you were in Ghana, and after you went to the US, you've taken many athletes you were working with to the US to continue their studies, better their athletics life in the US. What's really in it for these athletes? Because almost all the athletes who are going to compete in the Junior Olympics are mostly junior high school athletes,
Yeah.
senior high school athletes. Some are competing senior high school this year. What's in it for them?
Well, when you watch the trends, you realize that all the guys that ran in the Junior Olympic last year are in the US right now. Let's talk about Isaac Botio, Rashid Saminu, Solomon Hammond, James Dazi, Etienne. They are all in the US. You know, it's about creating opportunities. It's about, look, US have the infrastructure, but we have good coaches over here, but they have limited infrastructure and equipment to train. The whole Kumasi Stadium have no header flights. The header flights are not. They are actually a death trap, because you jump, you can even hurt yourself. You see, because you are jumping over woods instead of jumping over plastic. You see, so we at Legon Creative Athletics Club, we create opportunity for the kids. You know, Ghanaian athletes are hotcakes in the US because, one, they respect, they are very disciplined, and they are goal oriented. you know, they, when whatever goal that is set by their coaches for the season, they make sure that they achieve the goal. So all coaches want in the US want Ghana athlete. So yeah, that is me, and that is us. Like, we want to create opportunities for athletes, and you're not just going there to run. You are going there to study. You see, study, have a quality education, because as a track athlete or any other sports athlete, you are just a second away from an injury. And then when you are done with your sports, when you are done with that injury, what are you going to do? You must come back to something, and education is there to serve you if that happens to you.
So I'm going to ask you about some 4 questions here. Just a minute. What are the age categories? What are the events? And why do you choose those specific events?
Well, we have the under 7. They will be running just 100 meters, and then we have under 7 to 10. They are running 100, 200. Then we have 11 to 13. They are running 100, 200, 400. We have and then long jump, and then we have 14 to 16. They are doing the same thing. Then we have 17 to 18. You see, the age category I'm more interested in is the under 7, and then under 7 to 10, and then 11 to 13. They are the future of track and field. They are the people that I really want to see. You know, it's different looking at something far away, and then you now come to do it. You know, they are young. When Asamati ran, when Joe Paul ran, they see, hey, it's too difficult, I can't do it. But if they do it this year, next year they come back to do it, that's an experience. So this is not difficult, I'm just saying it to be difficult, you know. But with the help of their parents, their coaches, and what we are doing right now, I tell you, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, we'll be seeing a lot of athletes signing mega contracts. We'll see a lot of athletes running in the Olympics, and then we'll see a lot of athletes, Ghana athletes, running at the world stage, winning laurels for our country.
So are you the only person doing everything, or you have partners?
Well, I can never be the only person doing this. A lot of people supported me.
Especially, we have the Mother Association.
Yeah, most definitely. They are giving me their 100% support. They are bringing the electronics timer. That is, you know, Ghana Athletics is the Federation of Ghana. They sanction every athletics related activities in the country. And so there's no way that something like this will be happening without them knowing. So, you know, I wrote to them. They said, yeah, this is a very great idea. They are going to support, give me the necessary support that to you know. And then National Sports Authority, they are doing a very great job. Like getting a facility like Baba Yara Stadium, it's not easy to come by. It's very expensive to maintain a stadium like Baba Yara, but they are giving it to me for free. As one of their social responsibilities. I'm paying nothing for using the stadium, and I thank Professor Achumesi for allowing me to use the stadium. And again, I thank Mr. Emmanuel Kojo Apia for allowing me, and I mean doing everything possible for me to enjoy Kumasi, and I appreciate them a lot, you know. And also the Past Athlete Association. They are also helping in that regard to make this competition happen. And I also want to use this opportunity to thank Professor Andrew. I mean, he's supporting, advising me on the this thing.
I'll give you more time to thank everyone and appreciate everyone. So I think I have a last 2 questions for you. So the previous Junior Olympics was I think it was a good, successful competition. Yeah. It was very successful, as I saw. What's different this time around? What has improved this time around?
Brother, first of all, you know, the first edition we had only 250 registration. Right now we have 1,000 plus registration, and as I'm talking to you, people are still calling. Oh, the registration has ended.
The registration has closed.
Yeah, they are still begging that they heard about it late. But I'm talking to GAA if it's possible that we give opportunity to those kids to participate in the Junior Olympics. So that's one improvement. Another one is You know, after the Junior Olympics, you are almost always at Babayara every day. So we realize that now we have a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
Everyone is training kids. Yesterday I was at the stadium. Like there were a lot of trainings going on, kids, everything. That is what I want to see. That is what I want Greater Accra to start something like that. I want we have some in the central region too, and then we have a lot at other places. I had a call this morning from Bonahafo. They are coming. Coach Boniface is bringing a lot of athletes from the north, and about 50 athletes. That's what he sent to me that he's bringing. You know, that is what is going to develop the sports. That is what I want to see.
I've seen this edition has extended to 2 days. It's going to be a 2-day.
Yeah, the first one too was a 2 days competition.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 2 days. And but what we are doing differently is that the seniors are going to run first. They are running in the morning, so that the attention is given to the kids. One thing, and then when it comes to the medal, you realize that the first one, the medals were in some like basketball medals, some are this, but these are medal designed purposely for the Junior Olympics. That's another improvement. They are not going home with just medals. They are going home with certificates too. Yeah, they are going home with certificates. So everyone that finished on the podium will surely go on with a certificate. In the future, what we want to do is to have 8 people awarded present a medal.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we want to see in the future, like how it's done in the US, that you see 8 people on the podium and this thing, so that the moment you qualify for finals, you know that definitely you are going home with a certificate or a medal.
We thank Communicate Hotel for giving us this nice reception. Communicate is located in Asuprema Pond. The phone number to contact for more details is 059 148 4081 050 457 9090. All right, Coach Alon, I think you are wrapping up. Do you have anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, I want to use this opportunity to reach out to all stakeholders in Ghana athletics, and also to corporate Ghana. This is what we have. This is a project. It's a big project. This is going to change life. This is going to transform the future of a generation. Today I'm here, tomorrow I might not be here, but it is not about me. It's about the kids. It's about the future. It's about the next generation, the generation to follow to come. So they should come on board. Let's make this. This is not about Coach Elorm. It's about Junior Olympics, and it's about the kids. And those that are doing everything possible to make this happen, like Ghana Athletics, PAC, that's Past Athletes Association of Ghana, Professor Andrews, Professor Nisia, of course, my athletes based in the US, ATM, Azar, James, Rashid, all the athletes based in the US, and then my fighting partner, Jacqueline. You know, she's very, very, very instrumental in the planning of the Junior Olympics, and I appreciate her a lot. And then, most importantly, my advisor, like Mr. Derek Chawe, that's the manager of Deborah Aqua, Azamati Benjamin, Sineke. You know, he's their manager, and I really appreciate him for all the advice and the support that he has been giving us.
Thank you very much for that advice.